Hi everybody, we're going to start today with 4.2. These are the notes that I'd like you to copy. So if you could please make sure you copy them, because I'm going to get you to upload your pictures of your book at some stage, and I expect to see your lovely notes in there as well as you're working out. So if you could please press pause and copy the following. Thank you. Okay, now I would like you to please copy the next 3 definitions, and then that's it for copying notes. So please press pause, copy the notes. Okay, now we'll work a few out. So over here we've got 17ths. They're all the same number, so it's going to be a pretty straightforward question. So all we do is we go 4 plus 3 is 7, plus another 2 is 9. Now, because there's nothing that goes into 9 that goes into 17, it means we've done enough. So you can't go any further with that one. All right, let's have a look at example number 2. Don't forget, you can press pause at any time if I'm going too fast. All right, so you need to write down 9/8 plus 4/8. Press pause if you need to. Okay, so there's the same on the bottom, so again, that's a nice easy one. And we go 9 plus 4 is 13, and we get 13 over 8. Now we want to start making them into a mixed fraction if we can. So because this one is improper, because the numerator on the top is bigger than the denominator on the bottom, then we are going to do our trick where we go 8 into 13. So 8 into 13 goes once. And how much is there left over? From 8 to 13, there's 5. And what are we talking about? We're talking about eighths. So whatever goes from here must end up there. Now, I just realised I haven't explained the definitions, because we did do them last year, and I hope to explain as we go along with these examples. All right, this is different. If we're in class, I would say, who knows why this is different? But I can tell you it's different because the numbers on the bottom are different. So what we have to find is a number that both the 5 and the 4 go into. So we are going, oh, why did I do that? That's annoying. Don't do that. We're going to think of multiples of 5. So you might start these questions by writing them down. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then you think of multiples of 4. 4, 8, 12. Any of those go into there yet? No, they're not sharing anything. 16, no. Oh, hang on a minute. They both go into, and the smallest number they both go into is 20. So the number on the bottom here, my mistake, is going to be 20. Now we have to work out how we get from 20. So over here, how did you get from 5 to 20? You multiplied by 4. So what you do to the bottom here, you have to do to the top. So we're going to go 4 times 4 is 16. And now this one, how did we go from 4 to 20? We multiplied by 5 to get 20. And up here we go 3 times 5 is 15. Now, I haven't put my minus in. We say, what is 16 minus 15? 1. And it is over 20, just like we did in question 1 and 2 when the denominators were the same. Okay, well done. You can skip ahead now and see if you can do this by yourself. I'm going to do it silently so we have a bit of time. When you're finished, have a look up. Okay, I hope you got 11 out of 12. Okay, we have, if you're wanting to know, we have 4 more questions we're going to do. Okay, so for this time we have a mixed fraction and we want to get rid of that idea so that we can do this nice way. So remembering how to do this means 2 whole. So if these are thirds, you get 3 in 1 whole. So we go 2 times 3 is 6 and we add the 2. So that's 2 times 3 plus the 2. So that's 6 plus 2 is 8 divided by, they are thirds. Plus, this time, we're going to go 3 times 2 plus 1. So 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7. Now we're back to a question like we did before. So we're going to go 8 plus 7 is 15. And 15 divided by 3 is 5, which works out nicely. Okay, let's have a look at this one. So don't be worrying that they're different at this stage. We want to make them into improper fractions first. So you don't need to write this line in. I'm just writing it in our examples so you can see. We go 4 times 5 and we add 1. So that's 21 over 5. Plus, and over here, 2 times 4 plus 1 is 8 plus 1 is 9 divided by 4. So now we are back to the question before where we need to get these the same. So each time you're building on what you know. So you must do them in order, these questions, otherwise you won't know how to do the later ones. All right, so we've got to think of 2 numbers, these 2 numbers, and the lowest common denominator that they have. So we're going to go to the question we did before because we've already done it. So if you have a look at number 3, you'll see that our denominator is 20. And the other way we could do that, as you've told me last year, is you can go 5 times 4. But be careful, with bigger numbers, it doesn't always give you the smallest, and we want the smallest. Okay, how do we go from 5 to 20? We multiplied by 4, so you have to multiply the top by 4. So 21 times 4 is 84. Over here, how do we go from there to there? We multiplied by 5. 9 times 5 is 45. So then we're going to do 84 plus 45, which is 129 divided by 20. If you're in class, I would say, what's wrong? What have we not done here? And you would say we need to make it into a mixed fraction. So we are going to do 20 into 129. So 20 goes 6 times, because 5 20s are 100. So there's one more, which is 6. That'll make 120, and then we'll have 9 left over. Now, you shouldn't be using your calculators to do this, okay? You should be using your brains. Now, we're just going to do a couple of easy ones with negative numbers. So that's it for learning. That's the different things. And if you do recall, we did all of this last year. So hopefully you did recall. All right, so the first thing we want to do is make the number on the bottom the same. And hopefully you know the lowest number that 3 and 2 go into, they've got to both go into it, is going to be 6. How do we get from 3 to 6? We multiplied by 2, so we have to do that to the top. So this becomes 2 over 6. How did we get from 2 to 6? We multiplied by 3. And today we're going to go 1 times 3. Now, when you do this part, you need to think of your number line. And you don't have to necessarily think of the fraction at this stage, because we know that it is going to be over 6, our answer. Now, I've drawn a quick one here, and you just need to think about, remember going this way is plus and this way is minus. Have a look at your top number. It's not 2, it's minus 2. So we're going to stand here and we're going to go in this direction. So we're going to go plus, which is to the right. and we're going to go 3 spots. 1, 2, 3. So your answer's not 1. Just be careful with that, all right? It is now no longer negative. It's in the positive. But don't forget the 6 on the bottom. That's why I put it down first then. So your answer's going to be 1/6. All right, you can have a go at this yourself, and I'll be quiet and see how you go. Okay, I'm going to go through the answer, so just pause if you're still going. So the answer here is -11/12. So firstly, we had to make them into the same denominator, which was 12ths. Then the question you're looking at is -9 minus 2. Of course, it is over the 12, so hopefully you put that down. I've gone by 2's here just to save some time because it's a low number. So -9 is where I started, which is here. Then I want to minus, so I go to the left, and I'm going to go 2 spots, which leaves my answer to be -11/12. Okay, that is what 4.2 is about. They are the questions I'd love you to do. Please press pause and write the questions down. Thank you.